We are activating your unique self-discovery one show at a time. The Orchard of Wisdom Self-Discovery podcast are at your fingertips, just waiting to inspire and invite you in discovering just how awesome you really are and how to navigate through life in joy, enrichment, personal abundance, in mind, body, spirit, heart, and soul. All the people we bring you are here to serve you on your journey of life. Do enjoy our next show. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Sarah's View of Life right here in selfdiscoverymedia.com. I'm your host, Sarah Troy. The sun. It really does make a difference to our psyche, doesn't it? We see the sun, we see it bouncing off the trees and the leaves, we see clear blue skies, and it just lifts our spirits up. And we feel, I don't know, we can come out. We can come out of our cocoon. We can get out into that sunlight and feel its rays kissing our brow. We can feel the breeze running through our hair. And there's just a sense of hope and renewal when we see the spring sun come on out. Well, we're mid-March right now, and it is time for the sun to come out. We're seeing across North America horrible snowstorms and tornadoes and all sorts of things happening that snow happening in places that never snow happens. So, Father Winter has definitely had his say, but now it's for spring to spring into action and to show us there is a new way. There's something about renewal in our lives. When end of a chapter and you're about to start a new one. And instead of diving into the new chapter, you want to pause for a moment and take it in. Go for a bathroom break, grab a drink, come back, make yourself comfortable, and then start on that new chapter. Where are they going to go now? What's going to happen? How are they going to survive this? Or what intrigue is going to be revealed in this chapter? So why don't we look at the chapter of our lives? Why do we get just as excited as we do in reading a chapter in a book? Why do we not just immerse ourselves into our lives and see what it reveals? Well, I know for me that March is extremely busy. Daughter-in-law, son-in-law, grandson's birthday. And we're preparing for this new baby to come in April. So right now I'm trying to get as many shows under my belt because I will be taking some time off to help my daughter by looking after my grandson while she gives birth to another grandson. And we're all very, very excited about what's happening. And there's a whole sense of new renewal of everything going on. I have said it before, and you will see it across the site. Self-discovery media is becoming self-discovery wisdom. I'm changing the name because, quite honestly, we are in discovery of our wisdom. And what I share with you from everybody that comes and joins me on these shows is their wisdom. So wisdom seemed a no-brainer. And so media, it's still there. You can plug it in and all the shows will come up. It's just going to be known as self-discovery wisdom now. But of course, that meant logos had to change and QRs had to change and banners had to change and et cetera, et cetera. But instead of being daunting, except for when you think you've done it all and suddenly a page comes up and go, whoops, I've got to update that. It's actually quite exciting to reinvent something new, a new representation of where you're at or what you're doing, where you want to go. It's the same way as when we shed off the winter skin and we step into the spring and we step into something more spring colorful, less of the dark and the thick clothes and, kind of more lighter and brighter, like I'm wearing lilac today. It's just a sense of renewal and refresh and rejuvenating. Spring and fall are my favorite seasons. And unfortunately nowadays spring and fall seem to be shrinking in size. And we go into the extremes of summer with extreme heats and extremes of winter with, storms really having their say. But again, this is climate change. This is what's happening. This is what they've been telling us is going to happen for a very long time. And we're in the midst of it and it's only going to get worse and we have to adjust. So what we need to look at in our lives is like, how do we adjust? How do we adjust to what's new? How do we adjust to the new day? How do we prepare for it? And I think one of the things we need to do is be aware, am I still wearing that heavy coat on a spring day? Can I take it off? Then when you take it off, you might feel a little vulnerable. It's weighed you down for so long. And you might even feel a little chilly because now you're getting the lovely breeze on your skin, refreshing it and rejuvenating it. But, sometimes we've just got to take off what has been. It served its purpose, it's moved on. We have to move on ourselves and we have to step into that renewal. Allow ourselves to be the bud that comes through the ground as it greets the sun and the water so it can grow, and allow ourselves that next chapter and just go, it's okay to refresh myself, to take it all in and to come out and spring forward into a new you. I don't care where you are or how much work you've done or how much you've evolved in life and where you are in that higher consciousness. We always have to be aware. We always have to be mindful, be soulful, be heartful, be spiritful, and really make sure we tune in. We hope that we have got rid of the really bad habits, but every now and again they may show their face. We hope that that we're on that higher vibration and then we're not going to lower ourselves to those negatives out there. And instead, I hope that we're looking at rephrasing our words, rephrasing our intent and rephasing our opinion. And it is a fact, some people will not rise. They will not rise up. They don't know how, or they don't want to, or they want to stay in either the arrogance or the ignorance of where they're at. And we can't help them until they're willing to help themselves, because that's what life's about, folks. We have to be willing to participate in our own growth. There are plenty of people around us to help you. I have 3,000 of shows here of people who do just that. They're there to help you in whatever phase of life you're on. And they're going to help you with skills and tools and mind perception and dialogue and action that you can take in that next chapter of life. So we still got to be mindful of where we're at and where we're going. But also, as I've said before, be wondrous. I know what March is bringing to me, lots of renewal. April 4th is my 11th anniversary of podcasting. That is when the switch over to the new site will be, or the new name, the new launch of that, the launching of an alignment with another company, a beautiful women's podcast network that I'm aligning with and will be promoting, producing, and platforming here on Self-Discovery Wisdom /media.com. And it's exciting. It's a lot of work, but it's exciting because it's about, how it is. You don't want to spring clean. There's dust in places that you didn't know dust could be. I'm like, oh my God, that's where that was. I lost that back in November. But you spring clean and it's a lot of work at the time. Dust up your nostrils, dirt in your fingertips, etc., etc. And then at the end of it, you look at it and go, this feels good. Everything's kind of clean and in its place and it feels refreshed and it refreshes you. So while we're spring cleaning our place, we need to spring clean our minds, spring clean our heart, soul, and spirit, and just look at everything almost with a blank slate and a blank canvas with a new paintbrush in our hands, color all around us, ready to paint what inspires us, ready to put onto that canvas that speaks to us, that next chapter, that stage for you to walk on. And look at it as exciting, because I do. Yes, a lot of work. Got to finish my book. Editing phase, it's had to be put on the back burner because of everything else that's happening. Baby coming. Don't know how much time I'm going to have when I'm helping look after the children. I'm going to be moving this year closer to the grandkids and my daughter. A lot is going on. But at the same time, one step in front of the other. Embrace each day as it comes. Do what I can do in that day. And then look at the end of each day and go, I accomplished a lot today. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. So allow the sun to warm up your heart. Allow the sun to embrace your soul. Lift up your spirit. Clear your mind. Refresh your body. And get out there and start feeling rejuvenated, and allow yourself to spring into action. Until next week, folks. Bye for now. We hope that you enjoyed the show. Find all of our shows on selfdiscoverymedia.com under podcasts or selfdiscoverymedia/shows. And for all our current shows, go to What's New. We are supported by you, the audience. You'll see a nice big shiny blue button for one-time donations, or follow us on Patreon and you will be able to support us there. We enjoy bringing you such wisdom. And the next show will be up in just a moment.